Hi, Ruby. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I can hear you. I can see you. Good afternoon,
Great.
ma'am.
Perfect. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking me. What about you, ma'am?
I'm also well. Thank you. Your name sounds so familiar, Ruby. Did you ever book a session with me previously and not attend it? Did that happen?
No, it's my first session with you.
Yes, your first. Oh, is it?
It's
Okay.
my first
Yeah,
session.
I don't know. Yeah, your name sounds so familiar. Okay, I have no idea why.
Okay.
Okay, but it's a lovely name though. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from UP.
Great.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
Currently, I'm preparing for government exam as well as I'm working on improving my English communication skill.
So, what government exams are you looking at? As in, what sector of the government do you want to join?
Teaching, teaching. But
And
to
what
be honest,
subjects?
I'm not interested for government job. My parents said to me, "But you should try." So that's why. I'm interested in private teaching jobs. So that's why I'm working on improving my English communication skill because this language is very, very important. It's really crucial. So I thought that
It's
I should
crucial.
work on my spoken English and then I will try.
Okay. I this government exams. A lot of my students, very young girls like you, in fact, they tell me that, Madam, we are actually not interested in doing the. Another student of mine also. She's also very young. So she also told me that I'm preparing for the government examination. I'm a teacher as well. And then she told me also, but I am really not interested in taking it up. I'm just doing it because of parental pressure. So I was also wondering why. But I think so. I think the reason as to why they are so
Yeah, it's a
interested or
vibe
so.
because yeah, I'm from UP and Bihar. People that are mostly interested for this job. I mean, government. Yeah.
That's nice
Yes.
because I think the government basically guarantees a pension also. No, once you retire, you get a sizable pension also. I think so. Maybe that is also a reason.
Yeah, it's a lifetime insurance. If you have a
Yes.
government job, so maybe you are blessed by God.
Yeah, you're blessed. Yeah.
And
That's true.
it's
I think
true,
that is.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe to a certain extent for sure. I think yeah, it's good. I mean, if you have a government job, it's nice. But
Ma'am,
have you ever thought of?
you're
Yeah.
speaking too fast. Can you speak little bit
Oh,
of slow?
sorry. I will speak slowly.
Because
Sorry, I
I am a beginner,
apologize.
so that's why I couldn't catch your whole sentence.
Yes. What I'll do is I will type it for you. So I'll type. One thing I was going to say is I think government jobs are considered lucrative. Okay, so the meaning of the word lucrative, I'm typing it in the chat box. Is your chat box open?
Chat box.
So when you go down,
Government, I think government
yeah,
considered lucrative, which means, ma'am?
okay, lucrative means good money or
Okay.
economical. They're considered to be good money, economical, beneficial.
Okay.
That is the meaning.
Okay.
Lucrative, the word lucrative means all of these things. So instead of using the
Okay.
word economical or beneficial, you can always use the word lucrative. So
Lucrative.
what I think
Okay.
is, yeah. So another thing I told you earlier, Ruby, was most youngsters like yourself are lured into the government sector because of the pension, because of the pension scheme. I will explain it one second. Whatever I'm typing,
Yeah.
please write it down or take a screenshot. Okay, Ruby, so that
Yeah.
you can
Yes.
be able to practice later.
Yes.
So you see the sentence that I have typed, most youngsters like yourself is an
Mm.
example, are lured.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
the verb is lure, L-U-R-E. L-U-R-E means attract
Okay.
or they are drawn. Another word you can use instead of lured is drawn. So they are drawn or they are lured into the government sector. That means they are attracted to the government sector because of the pension scheme.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
then what you told me, Ruby, is I'm going by the same sentence that you just told me. I am not interested in the government sector, but my parents are asking me to do this. So another thing you can say is most youngsters like myself are not interested in a government job, but succumb to parental pressure. I will explain it. Most youngsters,
Okay.
like myself, like you for an example, are not
Yes, yes,
interested
yes.
in government jobs, not jobs. Huh? Sorry. If you just say
Yes,
government
yes, yes.
job, it is not grammatically correct. So please make plural. Or otherwise, you can say not
Oh,
interested in a government job. But if you are not
okay.
using
It
a
means
in front, you have to write jobs. It will become plural.
okay,
Please note.
okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
So they are not interested in government jobs, but succumb. Can you say this word?
Suc
Succumb.
yes, succumb. Succumb, which means
Very good. Succumb means no choice.
okay.
No choice. Or they fall for it. They have no
Okay.
choice but yield. You can use the word yield, yield. Instead of succumb, you can use the word yield to parental pressure. What is the meaning of parental pressure? That means your parents are forcing you to do this, is what
Pressure,
you said.
yeah, pressurize us.
Yes,
You should do
exactly.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that term is called parental pressure. It is a standard English
Yeah.
term. You can use this term called parental pressure. So instead of using the word
Yeah.
succumb, you can also use yield. yield is
Yeah.
another word you can use. Got it?
Okay.
So you can say like
Yes,
this.
yes.
So then, one more thing I want to tell you is Ruby, when you started the conversation, you said that you are from UP. Remember, Ruby,
Yes.
when you are introducing yourself to someone, please don't use abbreviations. Always use the full term. Where are you from, Ruby? I am from Uttar
Like
Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh. Okay, okay.
Got
Okay.
it? So
I
when you
say like
speak to
that.
someone,
I'm from Uttar Pradesh. Okay.
exactly. Or I hail
Yes.
from Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
I hail. Hail is the word, is a verb that you use when you say that you are from a certain place. So this is a
I
professional
hail
way of
from
saying
you. I hail from
Uttar.
Uttar Pradesh.
I
Okay.
hail from Uttar Pradesh. When you go for
Hail.
an
Hail.
interview,
Okay.
yes, hail. When you go for an interview, Ruby, it is very important. Please don't use abbreviations. Always use a full
Oh,
term. Okay. Now
okay.
I want.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, got it. Now I want to
Yes,
ask
yes,
you
I got.
what your educational qualifications are. What have you studied in college?
Okay. I have completed post graduation in political science and B.Ed as well.
Oh, very good. Okay. Now, do you see where you made the mistake? You started it first class. Excellent sentence, you said. I have completed my post graduation in political science. Excellent. Excellent. And then you said, and
Yes,
B.Ed as well. So, first, did you do the post graduation or then did you do the B.Ed? That is the first question I want to ask.
yes, yeah.
You finished PG first, you finished your post graduation, and then you did your bachelor's in education. Am I
Yes,
correct?
yes, yeah. Yes, yeah, you are correct. First, I have done
But,
post graduation and then B.Ed.
oh,
Last
very
year,
good.
I have
But
done my B.Ed.
last year you finished your BA. Again,
Yes.
that sentence is also incorrect. I will correct you 1 second. But
Yes,
post
okay.
graduation, you said the full term. Very good. Then why did you just say BA? You should have said bachelor's in education. Correct?
Okay. Even
So now let me go
I
ahead.
mean,
Tell
I
me.
should use full form always. I should use full form,
You
like Bachelor
should
of Education.
everything. Yes,
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Please don't use abbreviations. Always use the
Okay.
full form when you speak to someone because that shows your professionalism. Got it?
Okay.
So always use. It is a
Yes.
very big mistake that most Indians make, myself included. We always use abbreviations because it is very easy. B.Ed, BCom,
Yeah.
BSc, BTech.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. When you're
Mostly I
professional and you're very,
use like a I mean short term, I can say. Mostly I use.
I know, but that is not correct. It is not professional.
Okay.
Especially when
Okay.
you go abroad, you're a very young girl. So there is a possibility that maybe tomorrow you will get an opportunity to study abroad or work abroad, or even in India itself, maybe in your job, maybe you will have to meet with foreign clients. Foreigners
Okay.
hate abbreviations. They hate
Abrogation.
abbreviations.
Is that abrogation?
Type it for you. Abbreviation. Can you repeat this word?
Abri
Viation.
ab
Ab-
abbreviation. Okay.
Excellent.
Abbreviation.
Abbreviation.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Yeah, got
Abbreviation.
it. Got it. Okay.
So this abbreviation, you should understand that it is a short form. B.Ed,
Yeah, yeah.
BCom, BSc, all this is abbreviation. So
We
I
should
asked
not
you
use.
what are your, yeah, but I asked you what are your educational qualifications, Ruby. So what I expected you to say is, I have completed my post graduation. That first part was correct. I have completed my post graduation in political science. Then, full stop. That first sentence is finished. In
No.
addition, I have a bachelor's in education.
Okay.
In addition, I have a bachelor's in education that I completed last year.
Hmm.
I have a bachelor's in education
That's
that I completed last year. Or
I
what
have.
you can say is, you don't have to say that I completed last year. You can just say, in addition, I have a bachelor's in education. That's it. You don't have to say anything else.
Okay. Okay.
Got it? In addition, I have a
Yeah,
bachelor's
got
in
it.
education. That's it.
Okay.
You understood? So always
Yeah, yeah.
remember to use the full form when you speak to someone, because that indicates your professionalism. And also when you talk about education, it is nice to use the verb pursue, but complete is also okay. So you can say
Okay.
that
Accomplished.
yes, you can say no, accomplish. No, accomplish is when you make an achievement.
Okay.
Like I accomplished this milestone. I accomplished this milestone. It is an achievement. When you talk about an achievement, is when you say accomplished. Like for instance, I accomplished. So what you can say is, for instance, you have run a race. You are running a
I
race.
accomplished gold medal in that competition.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You can say like that. So an achievement is where you associate with. So accomplishment means achievement. So you can use the instead of using the word accomplished, you can also use achievement. So accomplishment,
Okay.
you can also use accomplishment or achievement. Either one of these two words you can use. They are both meaning the same
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you, Ruby, you said that you have taken a bachelor's in education. Understood. So can you please tell me what is your specialization?
When I was in my B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, that time.
Yes. Tend to teach. Now you are applying for the government examinations. Let us assume you become a teacher. So what will you teach is my question.
So when I was in a B.Ed, so that time I had two main subjects. It was social study and English, and four additional
Okay.
subjects. Yeah.
Got it. So
Yes.
that means when you are qualified, when you become qualified for the government, let's assume that you pass the government examination. Then what is the next step is my question. They will do an interview with you, and then they will allot the subject to you, Ruby, or you can decide what subject you want to teach. That is my question.
Okay. Like if I apply for a junior level, so I teach every subject. If I apply for TGT, so that
What is
like
TGT?
English trained graduate teacher, trained graduate teacher.
Graduate teacher. Got it. See, again, you're using an abbreviation. I don't know what
Yeah.
TGT is. I don't have a bachelor's in education, or I have never tried for the government service. So you have to explain. That is why I keep telling you, please don't use abbreviations. Please use a full term. Okay, got
Because
it.
I am habitual of like a abbreviation, so that's why. But next time I will try not use this type of or this type full forms.
Got it.
I will always
Got
try
it.
full
Okay.
form. Yes. Yeah.
So what is your preference? What would you like to do is my question. Would you like to teach the primary section, or would you like to teach the secondary section?
Secondary session.
Okay.
Session.
And
Yeah.
what subject would you like to teach? English specifically, or social science as well?
Maybe English because nowadays I'm very passionate. Maybe I'll go
Okay.
with English.
You go with English. Got it. Okay. So now let us try
Yeah.
to make a few corrections in what you said. I asked you specifically, what is your specialization in bachelor's of education? What did you specialize in? The question is specialization, or what did you specialize in? So what I would have expected you to do is, or I would have said that, or if I was you, I would have said, I am qualified to teach English and social science. I am qualified to teach English and social science. That is the
Okay.
first sentence. I am qualified to teach English and social science. Now, you see the next sentence, how I'm going to start it. In the event that I clear the government exams, I will have an option I will have an option, sorry, I will have an option of either teaching the primary section or going for the secondary students, secondary and higher secondary students.
Okay.
Let me explain the sentence to you. In the event. Do you see how I started the sentence? In the event. In the event is a standard expression which means in case.
Okay.
Got it? Instead of saying in the event,
Yes.
you can say in case. You can replace it with in case, but in case is very common, which is why I use the expression in the event so that I can improve your vocabulary a little more. That was my intention. Number one. In the event that I clear the government exams, that means in case I clear the government exams, I will have an option of either teaching, sorry, the spelling is wrong, teaching, again the spelling, going for the secondary and higher secondary students. I have made a lot of grammatical, spelling mistakes. I apologize because I'm typing very faster, Ruby. In case you cannot understand something, you please tell me and I will retype it. Okay.
No, no, I
Do you
can
understand?
understand. Yes.
So you understood the sentence that I typed for you, even though it's a long sentence. That is why I'm breaking it down to explain it to you. So you understood the sentence?
Yeah, when you explain, so after that I can easily understand because I have problem. I can understand the short sentence, but when I go with a like a long sentence, that time sometimes I couldn't understand.
That is why I explained it to you. Okay, now I'm glad that you understood it. Now, the next question I asked you was, what is your preference? Or what is your choice? So you said that you would like to go for the secondary students, is what you said. So what you can say is, I prefer to teach the higher grade students, or I prefer teaching the secondary and higher secondary students. Got it? So these are two different
Yes,
ways of
yes.
saying it. Then I
I
asked you
prefer
what subject.
teach.
Yeah, I prefer to teach or I prefer teaching. Either way you can say it. And I also used higher grade students so that it is a replacement for senior and higher secondary students. Secondary and higher secondary students. Rather than using secondary and higher secondary all the time, you can use higher grade students. That is the intention. Then I asked you what subject would you like to teach? So you said English. So you can say English mostly because it is my passion. No,
Okay.
do not say it is your passion. You can't say a subject like you can say dance is your passion, art is your passion.
Okay.
These are also subjects, by the way. But academic subjects like English, social science, history or chemistry, these are not things that I would consider or I would call a passion. So what you can say is I
Okay.
love it. So that would be my first choice, or
Okay.
that
That
would
is
be my first preference. I love English. Instead of saying, because you said that I'm very
that would be
passionate
my
about English.
first choice.
Exactly. So that would be my first choice, or that would be my first preference. Got it?
Yes, yes, I got.
I want to tell you, Ruby, I feel that your accent also needs to be worked on a little bit. So I would recommend that you watch a show called The Apprentice UK, which is on YouTube. They have different seasons. So there is season all the way up to season 20, I think. So, but please watch
Okay.
either seasons 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or even 5, 6, up to the sixth season. I love. They were all first class seasons. So, in my opinion, you can watch either one, especially the first couple of seasons, 1, 2, or first class seasons. It is a reality
Okay.
show where a multi-millionaire from the UK is hiring people all over London to come and work for him. And every week he gives them a different task, which tests their physical, mental, emotional, logical skills. And for someone like you who is young and who seems like a very promising student, you have a very promising future, I feel. From the way you speak, you're a very confident girl. So for someone like you, this will be really good. I think you should watch it. Initially, when you watch it, it is going to be difficult because your English, it is going to be, this is pure British English. Okay. So that is why
Okay.
initially you're going to find it difficult, but don't worry, you can always rewind, you can fast forward, you can do all of these things. So I would recommend that you watch this show. In addition, please try to read books. Now, I read only fiction, so
Yeah,
I would
nowadays
recommend.
I'm also reading books. Recently, I have
Very,
started.
very
Yeah.
good. So I recommend. I read only thrillers, suspense books, murder mysteries. So this is one book, The Drive, The Girl on the Train, The Woman at the Window. These are all books I have in my collection, by the way. The Silent
Okay.
Patient. These are all first class books. First. All
Yes.
right, Ruby, it was lovely talking to you. I hope to see you soon and wish you all the very best in your government exam preparations. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Always follow your heart. That is very important because ultimately everyone will have different opinions, but you should follow your heart. That means you should do what you think is right. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.